All right, we are going to go ahead and call our meeting to order. I've got 5:29 p.m. on the official clock right up here, so we're not late, sorry. This is the Kennedale City Council regular council meeting, July 15th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. City Council Chambers, 405 Municipal Drive, Kennedale, Texas, 76060. Madam Secretary, may I get a roll call?
Yes, sir. Mayor Brad Horton.
Present.
Place 1, Councilmember David Glover.
Here.
Place 2, Councilmember Thelma Kobeck.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem and Place 3, Kenneth Michaels.
Here.
Place 4, Councilmember Chris Gary.
Here.
Place 5, Councilmember Jeff Navarez.
Here.
All are present.
Thank you. And at this time, I'm going to ask that Councilman Navarez lead us in our invocation, Councilman Michaels lead us in our pledges of allegiance. If you'll please stand with us.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Please pray with me. Father God, we are blessed to have this opportunity to do your will, Lord. I ask that you put your blessings on our fire department, Lord, and keep everybody safe as they keep us safe. And I ask that you also keep our police department safe, Lord, as they are keeping our streets safe. We ask that you give Counselor the wisdom and the guidance to do your will for our city. And we do this in Jesus' name. Amen. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, gentlemen. At this time, we are going to move into our public comment section of the meeting, and the Kennedale City Council welcomes comments from the public. Those wishing to speak must sign in prior to the start of the meeting. Or if you want to say something, you can sign in now. Speakers may speak on any topic, whether on the agenda or not. The Kennedale City Council cannot act upon, discuss issues raised, or make any decisions at this time. Speakers under citizens' comment shall observe a 3-minute time limit. Inquiries regarding matters not listed on this agenda may be referred to staff for research and/or possible future action by the board. Have anybody signed up?
Yes, sir. We have one speaker, Ms. Sarah Johnson.
Hello, there we go. All right, my name is Sarah Johnson, and I live at 221 Village Street, Kennedale, Texas. I'm also over the new Senior Outreach Kennedale. We would like to tell you, I have 2 things to talk about, and I'll try to go quickly. First is, some of you got one of our flyers. This year, we're teaming up with the Mission Pantry. We thought this was a good way to help them and us, since they haven't been able to have their concert. So we're teaming up together this year to start off our Thanksgiving drives. Okay, so pay attention, because it's supposed to be an epic event this year. Okay. Also, I noticed on the page where the agenda is about an executive session about an update on investigation. I'm hoping that the council member involved is held to accountable, at least apologize to the members of the city that he's offended, that he purposely attacked their family when this person did not attack their family. It's uncalled for. We got to have new accountability. We need to adopt our own rules and regulations, especially if somebody quits during their term. They shouldn't be allowed to go and seek election until to at least 2 terms. It shouldn't be you quit and then you get to run for council again. It shouldn't be that way. And you should not publicly say things or even make police reports on somebody when they didn't do anything to you. Thank you.
Any other speakers? Anybody else? All right. So at this time, we're going to move to our presentations. We're going to issue the oath of office to Police Officer Michael Garcia. Chief Holguin.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. It's a great honor to have another officer to swear in, and Michael Garcia, if I can have him come up here to the front. I'd like to introduce Mr. Garcia, Officer Garcia, and read his biography. So Michael Garcia was born and raised in Tucson, Arizona. After graduating high school, he joined the United States Navy and became a hospital corpsman. During his time on active duty, Mr. Garcia was stationed in Virginia, Hawaii, and Texas, and was deployed overseas to South Korea and Japan. During his military service, Officer Garcia was awarded the following. This is a long list. Good Conduct Medal ×3, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Joint Meritorious Unit Award, Joint Meritorious Achievement Medal, Korean Defense Service Medal, Navy Pistol Marksmanship Ribbon, National Defense Service Medal, Sea Service Deployment Ribbon, and the Fleet Marine Force Enlisted Warfare Specialist Army Achievement Medal. After serving for 10 years in the Navy, Officer Garcia decided to take his medical and military knowledge to the civilian sector. Officer Garcia began his college career as a nursing major. However, while working as a patient care technician during nursing school, he instead became interested in security and the law enforcement field. He decided to become a hospital security officer and changed his college major to criminal justice. After working in the security sector, Officer Garcia knew he wanted to continue to pursue a career in law enforcement. Officer Garcia has one child and another on the way. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with his family and trying to play golf at every course available or possible in the DFW area. Gaining valuable training and the future leadership opportunities are two of the reasons Officer Garcia chose the Kennedale Police Department. He is also looking forward to becoming a well-rounded police officer by being involved in a number of different areas that are usually only available in a smaller agency. His future goal is to become a detective and potentially serve as a task force officer. Officer Garcia is a certified Texas peace officer and began his career with the Dallas Police Department. He is currently attending Tarleton State University to complete his bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Now we're going to have Officer Garcia read the International Chiefs of Police Oath of Office. Raise your right hand. Face the council. Sorry, we did not rehearse.
My honor, I will never betray my integrity, my character, or public trust. I will treat all individuals with dignity and respect, and ensure my actions are dedicated to ensuring safety of my community and the preservation of human life. I'll always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I'll always maintain the highest ethical standards and uphold the values of my community and the agency I serve.
Thank you and welcome to the team.
All right, so at this point, we're going to move into regular session, and that brings us to our reports and announcements. And we're going to start with updates from the City of Kennedale Mayor and City Council. We'll start with our council. Councilman Navarez, we'll start with you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's a really short month for me, but went to the TML Region 8, I believe it was in Pilot Point, right, Kenneth? When that last? Sanger, yeah, Sanger. Where they discussed some of the items that were closed in this session with the Texas House. Several affects us, and then we got to ask some questions about some lingering ones that were out there. But it was really a great time. We met with Forest Hill and a few of the surrounding cities, and I look forward to the next one, which is in Burleson in a few months. I also met with a rep from the McMillan property. I think they're trying to resell their property and just wanted to get a temperature on all of us about what we were envisioning for that area. Other than that, it's been a great kind of month as far as business goes. Everybody's getting back to business, and so I think that's a good sign for a local economy as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Gary?
I do not have anything this month, thank you.
All right. Councilman Michaels?
As Councilman Navarez brought up, I attended the TML Regional 8 in Sanger, and I also attended one of the, probably the first that I've known of, an EOC training, which is Incident Command for a city of Kennedale for, weather conditions and stuff like that. And then the following day, I actually took a mental health class with a lot of the city staff, and a lot of the city staff is first aid certified in mental health.
Thank you. Councilwoman Kobeck?
Just spent some time coordinating with some groups to try to provide some support and some relief for the folks down around Kerrville and also down around the Georgetown area with all the flooding. They need a lot of help, and been trying to help with some of that.
Councilman Glover?
Thank you, Mayor. Quick update. So I attended the quarter auction, the First United at Dover Hall at First United Methodist Church, and they raised $450 for the senior center. So if you have not attended the quarter auction, please come out. It's a fun time. It's a lot of laughing. There's food. It's a good time all around. The next one will be on the July 28th, this coming Monday, and this time it will benefit the Kennedale Library. That's it for me. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Just a couple things in the interest of time. Obviously, first, the flooding down in Central Texas is just heartbreaking and really tragic. We probably all know somebody that was impacted, and certainly, our prayers are with them and thoughts are with them. And, if there's an opportunity for us as a city to do something, we'll keep our eyes and ears to the ground. One thing I have heard is they have asked for people that, if you want to volunteer, make a donation right now, because I guess too many people have kind of started coming and getting in the way. So they did ask that if you're wanting to help, that's the best way to do that right now. And should that change, we'll keep an eye out and update on that as well. Just real quick, obviously the Sweeney Heights project is underway. I've gotten some folks reaching out about that. They've said a 2-month time frame for that, but obviously, pack your patience with it because we've had a lot of rain, which is very unusual for the month of July here. And additionally, just to address a couple of questions that I get about road projects and things like that to our public, there's a going on, you can go on the City of Kennedale website and see kind of what's on the docket for the coming years, et cetera. And so those, if you want to know, you can kind of go out there and search yourself. And I don't have the exact backlink or whatever, but cityofkennedale.com additionally. And then I guess during this past month, met with the mayors of Everman, Forest Hill, just looking for ways to continue to collaborate with those cities, entities, ways where we can maybe share costs, share resources, et cetera. So with that being said, I will pass it off to the city manager, who is on a cruise ship somewhere, but I'm sure he would love to join us. So who wants to make that call? No, just kidding. This will move to financial reports for the city and EDC.
Good evening. I actually have 2 reports tonight. I have our usual monthly financial report, and I also have the quarterly investment report. Starting with the monthly financials, results through June, it's 75% through the year. So our property tax revenues received to date are at 101.9% of the total budget, slightly ahead, very slightly of last year's pace of 100.8%. Sales tax revenues, it's $1.6 million, 68.5% of the budget. At this time last year, we were at just a little bit under 65%. General fund expenditures were at 67.1% of the budget, and the prior year, this month, we were at 70.2%. So in all categories, we're trending better than we were last year when compared to budget. With the water sewer fund, same disclaimer as usual, we are a month behind. So when I give the comparison, water service sales at 59% of the budget, whereas last year we were at 63.7%. The caveat with that is that we're a month behind, so we're really on pace. We're just not reflecting it because these numbers are a month behind where we were last year on our reporting. So again with sewer, to me on the water sewer fund, we're still right where we need to be. On our expenditures this year, we're at 74% of budget right now. This time last year, we were at 83.6%, so we're doing better on that end. Moving down to stormwater, drainage fees, 66.5%. This time last year, we're at 77%, but that's another instance where we're a month behind on our reporting. Our expenditures, it's 73.6% this year compared to 76.8% last year. Last fund with the EDC, our sales tax at 55.2% currently. Last year at this point, we were at 70%, so we're a little behind, but I still don't see a concern there. Rental fees are reporting a month behind at 71.9%. EDC operations were way ahead, and a big reason on that is with our grant budget, we have 2 windows for the EDC to approve grants, and one of those was closed while we were revamping that program. So for this fiscal year, we only issued 1 grant instead of the multiple that we were anticipating. And with that, I'll wait for questions on our monthly financials before I move to the investments. Okay, moving on to our investment report. Really just going to page 3, and that's our breakdown of our portfolio. You can tell that we're still well within the parameters that we're allowed. Page 4 hits our balances. So as you can tell, our cash balance is pretty strong, but I do want to point out that a lot of that is already allocated to certain capital projects through bonds and other means. Our upcoming action with Frost, we still have the 4 tranches that one expires every 90 days. We're actually a little bit behind on spend from where I thought we would be this time with our capital projects. So we'll actually just continue rolling instead of pulling funds out of Frost. I anticipated at this point we would need to start taking money out. We haven't hit that yet. With Baird, on here we have a note, reinvest bond or $1 million within the next 30 days. The 30 days has already passed. We've reinvested that. And we do have 90 days. We have $2 million or approximately $2 million that's maturing that we'll take a look at depending on what our cash needs are at that time. And I'll stand for questions on the investment report. Okay, appreciate the opportunity to speak tonight.
All right, so at this, that's going to bring us to our consent agenda. And would anybody like to pull anything off for individual discussion?
I'd like for us to pull item 3.
Item 3, okay. Anybody else want to pull another item off? So, all right, I will entertain a motion to approve items 1 and 2.
I make a motion, we approve consent agenda item 1 and 2.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? And all opposed for the record with a like sign. Madam Secretary, the motion passes unanimously, 5-0. All right, so item 3 for individual consideration, raising spending limits to $50,000 for the city manager. We'll open the floor for discussion.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion that we table this until next month. I would like for Mr. Hull to actually be here for that conversation.
Mr. Mayor, since I'm the one that's kind of been, I'm
totally okay with that. We can bring it next month. I would prefer him to be here as well.
Okay. Okay, and just for the record, you know, the state of Texas does approve for the spending limit to $100,000, but okay, fair enough. We have a motion? To table?
I made a motion, so
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay, excuse me. All right, all in favor? And all opposed with the like sign? All right. So the motion passes unanimously to table, raise spending limits to $50,000 for the city manager. All right, item C, or excuse me, item 1 on the regular individual consideration, take action to consider approval of change order number 2 for T4 ground storage water tank with Texas Aquashore. Christian.
Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council. In front of you, you should be having a report that's requesting a change order number 2 for a T4 storage tank at Carruthers Avenue. This request for change order is because the city of Arlington requests asking for some check valves that need to be vaulted and for cathodic protection and some other apparatuses. These items are necessary for us to make sure that that tank is functioning efficiently, correctly, and how it should be based on the TCEQ. So if you have any question, I'll be willing to answer those.
So pretty much this upgrade or this change is strictly because of the TCQ requirements now?
That's part of it as well, yes.
Okay.
Any new tank going in, we need to have double check valves.
Okay, and that wasn't part of the original,
And it wasn't a part of the original contract.
Okay.
But then we submitted the plans to City of Arlington, but unfortunately, they didn't respond in time. But after the fact, they said, hey, you all need to have that. So that we have to change the scope of the project.
okay. Thank you.
Christian, is there any other surprises like this coming up?
I hope not.
Maybe? Okay.
It's getting to the wire now. It's coming down to the wire. Everything is mostly up. We
Yeah,
are
looks
doing the
good.
piping right now. So by the end of the month, hopefully, the tank should be fully constructed, and we're going to be filling it up, testing it, and it should be in operation.
Okay, thank you.
So keeping the fingers crossed, we shouldn't see any more requests for a change order number 3.
So we're anticipating operational around August? Okay,
Early August,
early August.
if we don't get rain, because they were set back for a couple of days this week and last week.
Okay, great.
Christian, can you remind us, what did we budget for this project originally?
The original budget was just under $1 million.
Okay, yeah, because the original, well, so we put $1 million in the budget.
Correct.
The budget was 963. We already have one change order. This is the second change order. So now we're up to 1.5 and change for this project. Do we have $500,000 lying around?
Do we have $1 million line?
Well, say a line. So we're $500,000 over budget now. I just want to make sure we've got that covered.
Yes, we do. We had a discussion with our finance director and city manager, and we have sufficient funds to cover this change order.
Okay. And this is also to kind of go back to we had this conversation, I think, when we did the retreat meeting. This is basically the preventative maintenance for the tank, the sacrificial anode rods and things like that, so that it doesn't have the same problem that we've had with the current tanks and other stuff, correct?
Right, this particular tank, we choose this vendor because of the maintenance cost. This tank is a steel-infused glass, so there should be minimum maintenance. There would be no painting and such.
Okay. I was reading that. So the cathodic protection material is $35,000.
That's for the piping and around the valve on the outside.
Okay. All right, I have no additional questions, Mayor. Thank you.
Could I ask Mr. Horton to come up and explain the funding for this? I think it's coming out of, just for the council's knowledge.
There's really 3 things to keep in mind. If you remember a few months ago, I presented like a flip, where we were going to do road projects from one bond and we were going to switch to another for the over cost. So that covers the first part. The second, I mentioned just a few minutes ago that we weren't spending as fast as we had anticipated on capital projects this year. So overall, we're about $4 million that we haven't spent. So that was that's investment revenue that we weren't expecting. That's going to be around $172,000, give or take, which eclipses what this change order is asking for. The other part is we do have water impact fees. We do have a fund for that we can access to help supplement the cost of this change order as well.
So which one are we using first? Are we using the water fund first, or are we going to use the investment fund?
The investment money is in the water fund, so that's really one and the same. So we're initially going to use the bond. We want to use the bond money that we had allocated for these projects first. Then if we exceed that, which we are going to, we'll look at the investment revenue in the water sewer fund.
And you said the investment revenue was $4 million?
Well, the $4 million is what we were anticipating to spend on capital projects that we haven't. So the gain on that
Gotcha,
is the 172 that we weren't expecting this year because we expected to have that $4 million out of our account.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments, discussion items? Then I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the change order number 2 for the T4 ground storage water tank with Texas Aqua Store.
All right. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Then all in favor? And for the record, all opposed with a like sign. Madam Secretary, the motion passes unanimously.
Thank you all.
So with that, we're going to move to executive session in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. And I'm going to ask for a motion that we move to executive session under Chapters 551, Section 551.071, consultation with counsel on legal matters, Section 551.074, personnel matters, and Section 551.072, deliberation regarding purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property, Section 551.073, deliberation regarding a prospective gift, Section 551.087, deliberation regarding economic development negotiation, Section 551.089, deliberation regarding security devices or security audits and other matters as authorized under the Texas Government Code. Okay.
I'll make a motion, we go to executive session.
All right. Do we have a second?
Second.
Got to make sure I get all the code sections.
to repeat all that.
Yeah. All in favor? And for the record, all opposed with a like sign. Madam Secretary, the motion passes unanimously. It is 5:58, and we're going to move to executive session. All right, it is 6:32 PM, and we're going to go ahead and reconvene into open session. And I'm going to ask our city attorney to give us a brief update.
The update is necessarily brief. I have spoken and engaged an attorney outside. He's from the Houston area. He is going to be reaching out to everybody. I understand he's already reached out to several folks and already conducted some interviews. And he will produce a written report once the interview processes are complete. And so it's an ongoing investigation right now.
Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, it is 6:34 PM, and we're going to adjourn.